Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tish Weichel, and I am the owner of Phoenix Counseling Services. This month is Counseling Awareness Month, so happy Counseling Awareness Month, and we are so excited about that here at Phoenix because we thought let's jump on the bandwagon and talk about all the different ways counselors can help. Starting your own counseling journey can be pretty scary at times and not knowing kind of what to expect when you walk into session. So this month we wanted to talk a little bit about that and the feelings associated with that, but also maybe unearth some myths around counseling and allow a person to know what to expect when they're walking into a counseling office for the first time. So you will hear us talk throughout our YouTube clips this month over different ways counselors can help. And when I was thinking about starting a YouTube channel and Counseling Awareness Month, I thought, what's one of the most common things I do with clients to help them through their recovery journey? And I thought about the basic foundation of mindfulness and what it means to be mindful, and then also start to build some mindfulness skills underneath that. A lot of times when I talk about concepts around mindfulness, people think that mindfulness itself is a skill, but there are actually many skills we develop to be mindful. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my definition of mindfulness. I like to use a definition that was coined by Jon Kabat-Zinn. He is a very famous mindfulness speaker. And he says mindfulness is being in the present moment, the here and now, non-judgmentally, without attachment, as if your life depended on it. So as you can see, there are several working components to being a mindfulness person. The first being in the here and now. So being able to be present. I think a lot of times we get stuck in our heads and we are just thinking too far into the past and ruminating over things that have happened to us that may have been painful or stressful, or we get too far into the future and we worry about what could happen. And that takes us out of the moment of the here and now. And we really miss some intricate, amazing things that happen in the present because of our worry over the past or the future. So it's important to bring us right now into this here and now space. Then there's this concept of non-judgmentally. And when I say non-judgmentally, a lot of times we think of bad things. You know, I'm gonna label a person I see on the street when I'm walking by, or say, oh, this chair is broken and it needs fixed, and labeling the judgment of broken. But that can also be good things too. Making a comment to somebody saying, hey, I really like your shirt, or I really like your hair, in itself is a judgment. So learning how to look at things just from a fact-based perspective. Then we have the last moving component to mindfulness, which is without attachment. And the best way I can describe that feeling of attachment is if you have pets or kids and you're sitting at home maybe in a really cool moment with your kid or your pet, and you're like, oh, I just wish I could hold on to this forever. And you feel all this love. We have attachment to that moment. That's one of the moments we want to trap in time and look back on and remember and reminisce on and smile, which, if you see, that's taking us out of the beginning aspect of mindfulness, because we're not in the here and now. So that is a moment of attachment. I also want to preference that by saying it's not bad to have those moments or judgments or not be in the here and now. Mindfulness can give us a respite when we have lots of worry and anxiety and depression, but none of us can be Buddhas and just sit by a tree and meditate and be mindful all day long. So it's a nice skill to have in our toolbox, but at the same time, it's not something that we're going to be practicing every day, all day. We like to feel attachment. We like to compliment people and have that level of judgment. And that's okay too, but it's taking the skill and learning how to use it in a way that's going to benefit us when we need it most. So also, there's the other component of, okay, now I know what mindfulness is, but how do I use it, Tish? And there's all sorts of different skills we can use to be mindful and tools that we can pull out of our toolbox. A couple of my favorite tools are yoga, Pilates, meditation, just taking a couple deep breaths. I love mindful walking and going out in the woods and just walking around and noticing what I can see and smell and hear, and just staying right in that present moment. I think one quick and easy tool to pull out of your toolbox for mindfulness is when you notice that your thoughts are going too future focused or too past focused, to ground yourself in your five senses. So looking at our five senses, sight, touch, hearing, smell, and taste, we can take that and say, okay, I'm going to stop right where I am, look around my surroundings, and see what I notice within all those five senses. You know, how many ceiling tiles are on the ceiling, or how many tiles are on the floor? What do I smell right now? What can I taste? What kind of taste is left over in my mouth, whether it's from my last beverage I had, or whether it was my dinner or gum maybe that's in my mouth? What can I feel? Can I feel my clothing against my skin? Can I feel maybe the seat of my chair as I'm sitting in it? What sounds can I hear? And what can I touch? And then we can run through that, and we find by the time we're asking ourselves all of those questions, we're much more in the present moment. I would love to hear if you have favorite mindfulness skills or tools that you use in your toolbox, to write them below. I would love to get a list of awesome mindfulness activities. And also any questions you have, feel free to post them below too. And welcome to the first of many YouTube videos from Phoenix Counseling. I hope you found this helpful and beneficial, and I look forward to sharing more fun tips and tools with you in the future. Have a great day and stay mindful. Bye!